There is an old story, one that has been passed down for generations in my tradition. It is about a powerful king who possessed a ring of immense value. It was crafted from the purest gold and set with a single, flawless diamond that caught the light in a way that seemed to hold all the wisdom in the world. The king would look upon this ring and feel a sense of pride, of accomplishment, of his own importance. It reminded him of his victories, his wealth, his power. This ring was a symbol of everything he had achieved. But as the king grew older, he began to feel a strange emptiness. The gold ring, for all its brilliance, began to feel heavy on his finger. It spoke only of the external world, of things that could be won and lost. He felt a deep longing for something more enduring, something that spoke not to his title, but to his soul. So he summoned the finest jewelers in the land and commissioned a new ring. But his instructions were strange. He asked for a ring made of simple, polished iron. And inside the band, he asked them to engrave two simple words: "This too." When the ring was presented to him, his courtiers were confused. Why would a king choose iron over gold? The king simply smiled and placed the iron ring on his other hand. From that day on, the king wore both rings. In moments of great triumph, when the crowds cheered his name and he felt invincible, he would look at the iron ring and read the inscription, "This too." It reminded him, "This too shall pass." This moment of glory is not permanent. Do not become attached to it. Do not let it inflate your ego, for it is already fading. And in moments of deep despair, of loss and defeat, when he felt utterly alone in his palace, he would clutch the iron ring and feel the cool metal, reading the word. You see, the gold ring represented the ego, the part of us that attaches to pleasure and runs from pain. But the iron ring represented perspective, the profound understanding that life is a river of constant change. Nothing, neither our greatest joy nor our deepest sorrow, is a permanent state. We all have these two rings. We are all that king. We constantly seek the gold rings in our lives, the promotion, the new car, the perfect relationship, the likes and shares on social media. And there's nothing inherently wrong with gold rings. But when we believe they are the source of lasting happiness, we set ourselves up for suffering, because they will tarnish, they will fade, they will change. The iron ring, however, is our practice of mindful awareness. It is our ability to step back and witness the flow of our experience without being swept away by it. It is the quiet voice in us that, when we are anxious about a future event, can whisper, "This too will pass." And when we are clinging to a beautiful moment, afraid it will end, can gently remind us, "This too shall pass," encouraging us to appreciate it fully without the fear of loss. The iron ring is not made of iron. It is forged in the fires of our own attention. You forge it every time you pause and take a conscious breath in the middle of a stressful day. You polish it every time you choose to be grateful for a simple meal. You wear it every time you meet a difficult emotion, not with resistance, but with compassionate observation. So I ask you, which hand do you feed? Do you spend all your energy polishing the gold ring, chasing what is fleeting? Or do you nurture the iron ring, cultivating the inner peace that remains steady through all of life's seasons. The king's greatest treasure was not in his vault, it was on his finger.